Hello, welcome everybody. I am Swami Udarananda from the Ramakrishna Vedanta Society of the Philippines. Today we have assembled here to celebrate birthday Tithi Puja of Sri Ramakrishna, after whose name this society is founded and working here in Philippines. So I welcome you all and for celebrate this August occasion. So this I am just showing you the picture of the shrine, the offerings that we have today for God. We will have evening vesper arati of the God of Sri Ramakrishna, and then there will be a small talk to discuss about Sri Ramakrishna, followed by bhajan, and after that there will be a light refreshment dinner for everybody present. So now we are going to start the evening arati.
Om जय भगवान श्री रामकृष्ण देव की जय। जय स्वामी जी महाराज जी की जय। जय गंगा माई की जय।
People dance there with the song.
তোরা ভবের মুখে তোরা আয় না ছুটে ভবের মুখে ভাসিয়ে দে না মাথার ভার তোরা ভাসিয়ে দে না মাথার ভার উতলেছে প্রেম পারাবার উতলেছে প্রেম পারাবার
ecstasy, all the monks, and it creates an entire. When you hear devotional song, Avataya Dharmasya Sarva Dharma Salogine Avatar Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha Sharadam Devi Ramakrishna Jagat Guru Pad Padme Tayo Shitva Pranamami Mohar Mohar Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satya Sukha Swarupaya Swami Netapaharine Karinde Fulla Kamale Madhavena Kridarata Brahmananda Namastubhyam Sadguru Lokanayakam Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhu Sakha Tvameva Vidya Davinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Sana Bhavato Sana Bhunakto Saha Viryam Karavavahe Tejasvina Vadetamastu Ma Vedvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. And today we have assembled here to talk about Sri Ramakrishna. I would have asked what you prefer to Sri Ramakrishna, but let me tell in short why Sri Ramakrishna. That first song, it was said, Eshecha Natun Manush, and what we said, Sthapakayasya Dharmasya. To establish Dharma, Sri Ramakrishna came. Because it is mentioned in Gita, whenever there is a glani, when we fall from our values, God comes and shows you the way. So Sri Ramakrishna is an avatar, incarnation of modern age. He came to show the way. In what way? Bengal, you see, the situation in Bengal, it is said to be a Renaissance period and other things, because Renaissance means there is Brahma Samaj, formless God, and how revolutionary things were going on. When faith in God was vanishing, that time Sri Ramakrishna came. From his birth, it is a miracle. How? Because as you know, those who are in touch with, in tune with Indian culture and tradition, there are two sects, Vaishnavas and Shaivas. They are always fighting with each other. We are all religious sects, but we keep on fighting, saying my God is greater than yours. Vaishnava will say Vishnu is great, Shaivas will say Shiva is great. So the first breaking of this notion was by the birth of Sri Ramakrishna. How? His father Khudiram went to Gaya. There Lord Vishnu appeared to him and said, I will be born as your son. So that is Vaishnava. And then in his village there was a Shiva temple near Tamartupur. Sri Ramakrishna was born in a very, very poor family. You cannot imagine. Even now if you see the hut, you will cry in pain. And mother was still more poorer. Holy Mother, Divine Mother. All her life she could not get a full sari also new, always crying and hardly getting any food. So much of austerity they have done. So Sri Ramakrishna house, there is a temple, Shiva temple. There Chandramani Devi got a vision that there is light come and it enters her womb, and then that is how she conceives Sri Ramakrishna. So what is the first most miracle? This merging of Vaishnavism and Shaivism, that Vishnu and Shiva are one, right? And they incarnated as Sri Ramakrishna. That is the number one important thing. By virtue of his very birth, Sri Ramakrishna said, and then in his life, you see, he lived only for 50 years, but in that lifetime he practiced all the religions of the major religions of the world, and within that Jatadhari came to teach him about Rama, and then Vairavi Brahmani Tantra, and then Totapuri Advaita. Each teacher came and taught him everything. You see, technically we say Sri Ramakrishna is not literate. Yes, he was not. Then also he gives a real meaning of education. What he said, Chal Bala Bala Vidya Machayana, means bread earning education is not enough. Which is the real education? That is what Sri Ramakrishna said, knowing God. That is why I had said a topic, why do we need God in our life? Why do we have to come to the temple? I could have gone to a mall and watch a movie again and again. But will it make you happy? Will it make you high? There are many people who think that, I was hearing one of the lectures of Sarva Priyananda. He was telling after 6, but Thakur was also going in trance, in meditation and this. From his when he was 7-year-old, he experienced the trance, seeing these planes flying in the sky and the background in a cloud. He got totally into a different world. That is how Swami Vivekananda also came to when they were reading in a college about the trance, what is trance and what is meditation and other things, the professor told him, go to Dakshineshwar if you want to see the meditation of this. But anyway, coming back to education, he says real education is what you want to know yourself. Atma Jnana is the highest education. Knowing yourself. You see, we may not believe in God. God is not somewhere else who is giving you punishment, and then He is not somewhere else curing you of your disease. Why giving you so much of misery? Why world war is coming? Why all this happening? What God is doing? We cannot prove and disprove. And suppose Sri Ramakrishna used to have a vision of somebody, or you are having some vision, I cannot prove or disprove. So what is the thing that I can prove? In reality, I am there. So that is Atma Jnana. If you know about everything, but you don't know about yourself. Why should to know yourself? You know economics, what is the global trend is going on, which company is going high, what is everything in the world we know. But what is happening in my own heart, I do not know. To know that is Atma Jnana, and that is what Sri Ramakrishna said. No, again and again, whole gospel means you have to realize God. Realize God means what actually? You will see something else and know, or some other deity will come, effulgent light, and you will watch him and then everything is over. No, you will know that you are that light. Light is not somewhere else. And that is what, but you have to do sadhana. You see how Sri Ramakrishna got education. First he was observing everything. That is why the tales and parables, whatever story we hear in life of Sri Ramakrishna, it is nothing but whatever he has watched and observed. Every example. If you read gospel, you have to read gospel every day, because Atma Jnana also is necessary. Peace is necessary. We all want happiness, is it not? At the end of the day, forget everything. What we want actually? Peace and happiness. But how can you have peace and happiness if you do not grow? Right? Unless we grow, we say, you are expecting that my situation become very good, my boss will become overnight very good, my sales will become very high, I will get promotion. But the question is, how? When first is Sri Ramakrishna shows the way, observe what is going on around you. No. So, what is real, which will give me happiness, is knowing your own self. But we pay attention to all other things. That is why I wanted to have a topic, why do we need God in our life? Whole of gospel contains that realize God, realize God, realize God, leave up the world, realize God. But what is realization of God means? We don't think about it. First of all, we don't read gospel, we don't have time. And then we cry, I am so unhappy, I am so miserable, I am so unhappy, I am so miserable. So there was one person who was crying, I am unhappy, I am so miserable. So one person says, why are you crying? Well, I am so miserable, I have no money, I have nothing. What to do? God is very unfair to me. Okay, I will give you one money, how much you want? Well, whatever you can, I will give you 10 million. Please give me both of your eyes. Well, are you crazy? What will I? Okay, give me your hand, I will give you 20 million. Why should I give you my hand? Then I say, okay, if not hand, give me both of your legs, I will give you 50 million. Instantly I will give you. No, are you crazy? Why should I? You see, I already gave you estimate of your body is $100 million and you are not, I offer you now itself and you are not ready to accept. And then you are saying you are miserable? How come? How can you have $100 million worth of body and you say you are miserable? Why don't you make a use of it? Instead of crying, we always want to cry and immersed in depression, and always want to highlight that everyone should share my sorrow. Oh, I am so unhappy, this fellow has done me. But when I am happy, suppose somebody gives you 10,000, you will hide it and go into hiding and not tell anybody. But if you are unhappy, everybody, please come, and then the people are so, they are not sharing my pain, they are not sharing my... Actually, to be happy, neither we need, nothing we need. We can happy as it is, as we are. Unnecessarily we create. That is why Sri Ramakrishna came into what is the first thing? To establish dharma. And just now we were sharing that about deities. Mother Kali is supposed to be very dangerous. We used to offer do puja of Mother Kali. It is in Bengal tradition, she is a very dangerous lady, and then people are afraid, you should not keep a picture of Kali into your house and things like that. He established, it is the mother, divine mother. He established it is a real thing, it is not just a figment of imagination, because he started communicating with mother. Oh mother, oh mother, oh mother. When somebody will say something to Sri Ramakrishna, he will say, go, let me take permission from mother. They will think that there is some lady sitting over there, but actually is going to take Divine Mother's permission for I will do this sadhana or not. And so God is very real. This Sri Ramakrishna is sitting, unless you believe that is real, it is not a figment of imagination. And to give you proof, because your mind is now scientific, he was photographed. This photograph is for real. His teachings are recorded by somebody. It is for real. It is an incarnation where everything is on record and nothing is distorted. So first thing that Sri Ramakrishna established is divinity of Divine Mother. And that time, if you imagine, if you know in Bengal, in your house, near your house, Brahma Samaj, big temples were there with no idols. Even Swami Vivekananda did not believe in idols of anything, and rather anybody going there, he will talk against it. So what the first thing he did? Divine Mother can be worshipped. Mother cannot punish you. Like he was telling, I wanted one, that Shivalinga. God never punishes you. God cannot. If God punishes you, it is not a God. He said, don't bring that Banesh. I told him, bring Banesh Shiva. He started telling me, no, do not bring, neglecting that. No, God is all but compassion. So what Sri Ramakrishna did by becoming a priest, first established that ideals are real, are not imagination, because he talked to them. But just by thinking we cannot do. How? Every day he will cry, one more day has gone, I did not get your vision, one more day has gone, and then finally the Divine Mother carries one big sword, it is called Khadaga. He took that and wanted to cut his head. Then he got the divine. Means when you sacrifice your own petty self, you get the vision of Divine Mother. So first he said that because whatever is wrong in the society, God comes and proves that you are wrong, and He will never tell you directly. He will set an example. That is why I told you, if you want to reform your daughter, set an example. So God, what He did? He did not go to Kolkata and said, no, Brahma Samaj, you become this. No lectures, no instruction. By his life, leading a life, he found Holy Divine Mother, Mother Kali, and then said that it is real. Mother is real. Whether you see it in Mother Mary, you see it in any form you want. There are hundreds of God and goddesses. Believe that Jesus is your own. Jesus is very real. Talk to him. And then one day you will find whatever sorrows are there, and he is the best person to share your misery. So nobody else will pay attention. Because as I told you earlier, never share your problem with others, because 90% do not care what is your problem and 10% are very happy that you have those problems. So whom to tell? Why to tell anybody? If you want to share your problem, share it with God. So first thing he teaches is that God is there, and in any form that you want to see God, you can see, whether you want to see it form of Jesus. Because in his life he practices all the religion. He gets the example when he sees the Jesus, he sees Allah, he sees the Buddha, every god and goddesses in a small lifetime. He lived only for 50 years. In 50 years he practiced, and when he was practiced Vaishnavism, like he was practicing our Rama. So we will forget, and he started behaving like a Hanuman, and then they say that a tail also grew out of him behind. He was so into it, the form of Rama and Hanumana, and then that culminated with the vision of Rama and Sita. Then he had a vision of Jesus, and every god and goddesses merged in it. And after realizing all the god and goddesses, he says, all the paths lead to that same God. We may know it by different name, but everything it is but one. We also say one, but Jesus only is one God. We say Allah only is God, Ram only is God. No. Every God, every path you choose, you will come at the end, you will come to the same path. How? He himself lived that life. So that is dharma sthapakasya dharmasya. That is why when I chant that mantra, sthapakasya dharmasya, to establish dharma, he came. So first, idolatry, he proved them wrong, that it is real. God is not a figment of imagination. You can realize God, and that is why he did. And then he gave a real meaning of education. Not a bread meaning education. But what he said is realizing God. Realizing yourself, knowing yourself. You see, if you try to know yourself, all the misery in your life will go. So much of anxiety of having a house, so much of anxiety of having some money, so much of anxiety of having a car. It is all meaningless. You have BMW, you will want Lamborghini. You have Lamborghini, you want Rolls Royce. What happens? Because you see Dubai people, they have Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, everything. I saw one phone, $20 million gold phone. He cannot give you happiness. And you see, Sri Ramakrishna in his entire life did not touch money. You see, and Swami Vivekananda wanted to test him, and he put a coin and he jumped up as if he had some burning sensation. That is how it was totally this. He was totally against money. Money is necessary, but you should not try to get more than whatever comes to you. That is what the thing is. So this is one of the most important thing is divinity. You have to realize your own divinity, and then we should not fight a war of religion. So all religion are true. I think this is the most important teaching of Sri Ramakrishna. And then there are other things also I would like to share. Who's calling this number? Somebody was calling. Who that time?
No, I just...
He became a priest of a Kali temple. As you may know, it was made by there were rich people like Mathur Babu, and there were poor people also. There was no discrimination between rich and poor, and no discrimination of caste. All this is greatness of Sri Ramakrishna that he gives away in his entire life. So I think that is one point. Another thing, the reader or the recorder of the gospel, our Mahendranath Datta. So once a brahmachari asked him, the recorder of the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, what is unique about the advent of Sri Ramakrishna? M replied, the master came to prove that God exists. He realized God in many ways with form and without form. He also made it possible for his inmate disciple to experience God. If those who have never met Master focus their thought on him, he will graciously appear to them. He told his disciple, those who think of me inherit my treasure as the children inherit their parents' wealth. The Master riches include knowledge, devotion, discrimination, renunciation, love, peace, and Mahabhava and Samadhi. You see, Sri Ramakrishna said, if you just think of him, his blessings will come to you. I am not saying you don't see God in any way, and that blessing will come and purify your love, and then you will know what is really to demand from God. That is what Sri Ramakrishna came, renunciation. And then he told many factual things also, like never tell a lie. Tell the truth. If you tell truth, and that is a fact, if you tell truth for 12 years, you will realize God. We tell lies unnecessarily, without any meaning, without any reason, without anything. So, many practical things also he has given in his life. And then he formulated an organization. Consciously he came to establish religion. Because why? 16 disciples came with him. Each disciple was given a separate role. And then Swami Vivekananda was made the leader of the group. And that is how Ramakrishna Order came, and that is how we are spreading. Another greatest teaching of Sri Ramakrishna, as I was discussing the day before Shivaratri, Jiva Jnana Shiv Shiva, means never before that I am also God and everybody is God, instead of worshipping in this temple. And then that I got a video. Nowadays they were not giving milk to the Shiva Linga, but there is a big vessel and everybody is putting milk into that, and then they are cooking that milk and giving it to the poor. Remarkable change has come into the society. Now society has become very aware. You know that, na? There was a video I said to you, na? They are now, earlier what we used to do in Shivaratri, we will pour milk and other things, honey and other things on the Shiva, and then it will go west. But now everybody is offering puja. Shiva is there, but they are putting the milk on the vessel, they are cooking it and distributing it. So that is one teaching, that have compassion for everybody. Serve everybody as Shiva. Look for Shiva into everybody. Shiva means everybody divine, everybody is divine. So am I. If I am divine and everything is divine, there is nothing, no fight of confrontation, no fight, no energy, nothing like that. So that is also one of the very important teachings, to establish that all the faiths are true. That is why Swamiji said that a Christian should become a greater Christian, a Muslim should become. You don't have to change your faith. We are not here to convert. We have to evolve as a human being and realize our divinity. And once you realize it, that is why Swami Vivekananda said, every soul is potentially divine, and our role is to manifest that divinity. Is it not? How do we give an example? You see, let us take a gold necklace. You are wearing a gold necklace, you see. I say it is a necklace, but another person says it is a gold. What is real? Both are real. Gold is also real, necklace is also real. But what is inherent? Suppose she is also wearing a bangle, it is made of gold. She is wearing a this one. ring, it is gold. Everything is gold. That is the inherent nature is the same, but manifestation is different. That is how we get. There was Thakur used to give very beautiful example. One goldsmith told his son, there is a gold in the locker, please bring it. So that son went and said, no, father, there is no gold. Why I kept so much of it? Then he went there and saw there are all the, but son said, this is ring, necklace and all those things. This is gold, my dear son, this is gold. This is made manifestation in different form. But similarly, our manifestation is you are Arlene, she is Jacqueline, and this is that. I am Udarananda, something different. But essentially, we are all same. Like the essence is the gold, and the same thing is manifestation is in a different way. That is how Sri Ramakrishna explained that everybody is Shiva. Worship Shiva. Every human being as embodiment of God, and then realize your own divinity. So these are the few things I want. One thing I will tell you. First, most important thing is Shravan, Manana and Nididhyasana. First is keep on hearing good things from others. Be very open. Do not try to show your knowledge to everybody. The moment you want to show your knowledge, you are gone, finished. Keep on learning. Everybody, from a cab driver to a houseboy to everybody can teach you. Keep on learning. Try and be a student all your life. Learn. And more you learn, more you observe, and then Manan. Think of it and contemplate what I have learned, and then practice Nididhyasana. I learned something good, I think about it, and I practice it. And this is the most important thing, and this is a continuous process. So, one more thing that I want to, we should remain a student all our life, trying Javat Vachi Tavat Siddhi. That is another interesting thing that Sri Ramakrishna teaches. That all our life we are students. We have to keep on learning as far as possible. We are students. Keep on learning. That is what Thakur also learns. And all teachings, all through. Anywhere, somewhere, something to learn, he will come and learn. That is the greatness. So be a student all your life. Try to learn as much as possible, whether it is Sadguru, whether it is environment, whatever appeals to you. Don't think that I am old now, my learning is over. Learn new things. That will bring enthusiasm into your life. So, Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana, that is very important. And that is how we grow. And believe me, this growth is really what you want. If you really want happiness, have a better version of yourself. We want to upgrade our phone, we want to upgrade our laptop. Why don't we want to upgrade? I am also learning. I will tell you a very interesting thing. For 30 years, believe me, I want just. So learning gives you happiness at the end of the day. Keep on learning. Make a good recipe, make soup, you will be happy. Why even now whole world has spread, but origin was from one person. And how very interesting story. Some like this. One. They say that avial, Bhim is the cook for avial. There is a delicacy in South India called avial. How it was prepared accidentally. If you hear the story of Pandava, 5 brothers were there. Pandava and Bhim was the main cook. He was very good. So since they were in the Banavas, they were cooking. You remember that story? So suddenly king said, so many guests has come. What to do? So what he did, bring all the vegetables, cut vegetables were there, but one was not enough. So he bring everything, and there was curd left, we put the curd. If there was some coconut left, we put the coconut, and it became a avial, and become even now every household in South India makes avial. So what I'm saying, it is not about cooking. Learn every day, and reading is very essential part of our. If I keep on talking about Ramakrishna, you will not realize unless you know what it means, what a trance means. Why I used to go into this music, you hear good music, read some good book, hear some good talks every day. Practice little. Don't waste your entire time worrying about money, security, orders. Sometimes keep it to yourself, refreshing yourself. Like I am talking this from my own example. So Sri Ramakrishna came to establish that God is for real. It is not figment of realization. There should not be any warfare regarding the God. And the goal of human life is to realize your own self, what you really are. Because beyond doubt, this is the fact you exist. Have you any doubt that you do not exist? So, Krishna, that may He guide us and show us the path to realize our own divinity, and let us take vow that if we want to live peacefully and happily, we will share our goodness and blessing with all of us. Let us have no resentment, no anger, no complaint against this world. The world will be what it is. We have to change our outlook. We have to love everybody. Give love, be happy. So this is my conclusion. We can have an intellectual discussion to a million points, but there is no end to it. Thank you very much all of you for coming. Om Niranjanam Nityamananda Rupam Bhaktanukampagita Vigraham Vai Ishavasaram Paramesham Vedantam Ramakrishnam Sudashanam.